Hello, and welcome to the last chess club results video before school ends. Last week, we started off by watching my previous results video, then moved on to talking about the upcoming party. Members volunteered to bring in items such as drinks, plates, napkins, etc. Justin was going to deliver a presentation on the Queen's Gambit, but he was busy that week and could not prepare. We then played chess for the remainder of the meeting. Since Justin was not able to present the Queen's Gambit and no information was taught in the meeting, I'm going to do an explanation in this video on the Queen's Gambit. Hello, here's the Queen's Gambit. It starts off Queen's Pawn, and then if the opponent responds with Queen's Pawn as well, you can do the Queen's Gambit. And then it's done by bringing the bishop's pawn forward. And there's two things that black can do right now. One, they can decline this, or two, they can accept it. If they decline it, they'll normally do it with this pawn right here, and this forms an orthodox line. They could also block it, or defend the pawn, or decline Queen's Gambit with this pawn as well. But let's just say they do this. And in this case, white could either take or defend its pawn. It all depends. If they were to accept the Queen's Gambit and take, this pawn can not be retaken. That looks like, at first, that looks like a bad trade for white as they're down one pawn, but actually black's never going to be able to get this pawn back to a functioning position. And white is going to do this, bring the pawn forward, opening up discovered attack on this piece right here from the bishop. And black can either accept that it's going to lose this piece and it's going to be an equal exchange, or try to hold on to this lead. And if black is a smart player, he will just normally let that pawn go. However, if he does try to defend it, he has to do so like this. Well, I don't know if he has to, but that's probably what he'll do. And then white responds like this. And if he takes this pawn, the rook is going to take this piece, and then this pawn is going to be alone again. So that wouldn't do him any good for his strategy he's using. So, instead, black reinforces with this pawn. White is going to take, and black is going to take to reinforce this pawn. And it looks like black has won this skirmish. He's defended his pawn, and he's up by 1 point, as you can see. However, if white brings his queen to f3, this rook over here is trapped. The best move for black right now would be to block with his knight. However, black is still going to lose a piece, and that just shows that the Queen's Gambit is, you're not going to be able to defend this pawn if you accept Queen's Gambit. And so if black does this, take, forks king and the rook, but then if you block with the bishop, you can't take. So if black plays it well, it'll be a 3 points for that'll be a 2-point lead for white, and he might not play it well, and he might not do the knight, and he might lose his rook. But bottom line is, do not try to defend the pawn if you do accept the Queen's Gambit, if you are black. And if you do want to decline it, probably the best way is to use the orthodox line and bring this pawn forward. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the Queen's Gambit.